This is how we get down. What's good, everybody? Welcome into a Tuesday episode of Coach and Company. We are live on the Stadium Network, Amazon Prime, DirecTV, YouTube TV. I am the coach, and I navigate this ship every single day. Now, as you see, I am not being interrogated. No. I'm on the road outside of the friendly confines. And a big thank you to the PGA Tour as they have allowed me to use their facility, as we'll be here all week for PGA Tour Live, the Waste Management Phoenix Open. We'll have picks for that event on tomorrow's episode, but I am primed and ready. The first of 12 events I'll be doing. A nice announcement yesterday from the PGA Tour and ESPN, so I'm certainly very, very proud of that. Now, as always, we look back before we look forward, and apparently 5 pieces of merch is not enough to inspire my crew to have 4 straight winning days. 3 and 6, yuck. But this is a time of year, let's be honest, because I don't see anybody out in these streets that are like, hey, I'm hitting 70%. It's really, really, really hard. But we're going to keep at it. We're going to keep going. We're going to launch our premium pop-ups later this month. Again, that's where we cash a lot of our tickets. It's so much fun at nighttime. So if you have not become a premium member, I encourage you to do so either today or over the course of the next week on both sides of the fence, because I'm telling you right now, we're getting ready to start watch-alongs, a bunch of fun stuff over at our BTT page. So become a premium member. You'll star right next to your name, and when you come into the chat, hit that like button for us if you're watching on YouTube as opposed to on the Stadium Network. Now, some news of the day items. The Bucks appear to be getting closer and closer to a deal to send 2-time NBA MVP Giannis out of town. They're now doing counter offers, and usually what happens is it gets done at the 11th hour. The NBA trade deadline will be on Thursday. And then last night, NFL Commissioner Roger Goodell said that Bill Belichick, quote, will become a Hall of Famer one day, end quote, but that the NFL has nothing to do with the vote for the NFL Hall of Fame. Well, maybe they should. And those are our news of the day items. All right. Because I'm in a generous mood, because it's Super Bowl weekend, I'm gonna. What does Jey Uso do? We're gonna run it back. If we can have 3 straight winning days, and on Friday, we'll give away 4 free pieces of merch. But it has to start today. So there they are, ladies and gentlemen. It's time. Let's beat the books. Oh, we're running it 5 wide today, and look at this motley crew. What are we doing? I better go to my numbers guy first, because I don't even know if he's awake. Say good morning to Rafael Esparza. Good morning, Rafael.
Good morning, Coach. Good morning, family. This is no lie. I'm getting ready to take a nap last night, around 8 o'clock, and now all of a sudden, can you do NBA trade rumor picks? Where's James Harden going? I'm like, really, people? I just wanted a 3-hour nap. That's all I wanted.
Damn, Soupy, why are you bothering Rafael late on a Monday night? Leave him alone.
I need to know where James Harden's going to go. I need to know where James Harden is going to go. This is important for my life.
I get it. Now, this man's also been very, very busy over there at Prize Picks. He's got the best damn beard in the game. Soupy, what's good, man?
What's going on, everybody? Exciting Super Bowl week. But my favorite part of the NFL offseason is next week. It's draft season. Lots of mock drafts coming out.
Oh, I already have a headache. Now, this man, he's doing yeoman's work in front of the camera, but for the long-term viability of the brand behind the camera. Say good morning to Mikey P. What's up, man?
Good morning, Coach. Good morning, guys. It is a holiday here at the Pendleton Palace. We've got Celtics, Mavericks. I mean, Lady C, you got to give me the office to myself. I got Cooper, Flagg, and Jaylen Brown. Let's have a day.
You have to ask permission to get your own office? What it sounded like to me? That's absolutely what it sounded like to me. Anybody else? Raise your hand. Anybody else? Yeah, that's what I thought. Don't do the lip thing, because I know the lip thing. You're over there.
Poo-poo face.
Now, the poo-poo face, that's definitely a t-shirt. Finally, I am getting texts from everybody. I don't even know how long we can keep this guy. I really don't. I mean, his star is absolutely shining on KTCU. Say good morning, live from Dallas-Fort Worth on the campus of the TCU Horned Frogs. Young Peyton, what's up, man?
Morning, guys. Yeah, a lot of stuff going on in the Peyton Lodge studios, I guess you could say. Pretty busy, but it's been fun. And I will say the Big 12, Big 12 basketball, guys, is absolutely ridiculous. I know it's Super Bowl weekend, but Big 12 basketball is the best conference in the country. I'm telling everybody to go watch some of these games because they are ridiculous right now. Last night, Kansas, Texas Tech, ridiculous ending. I don't know how Texas Tech lost, but
I do. Because my squad came back. They've got the number 1 pick in the draft. Did I mention to you, Peyton, last week I went to my high school where my kids go, and the high school coach walks over to me, directly to me, and he goes, hey, what's going on? We do the whole bro hug thing. His son signed to be the point guard for KU next year, and he was like, hey, what's it like? So he's asking my advice on his son going to Kansas. I mean, who doesn't? Who doesn't do that? You know what I'm saying, Peyton? You feel me?
Yep.
Maybe you'll watch him play TCU next year.
Oh.
Unless you're out of school. He says, I don't even know. I may go 8 years like everybody else does. All right, gentlemen. We reset our benchmark today, and I want you guys to start us off. We got to have a winning day. Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, then Friday. It's a bunch of merch. Which of you is hosting on Friday? Damn, Soupy, you're hosting on Friday?
Oh, I wanted to go first on the picks today.
Whoa,
I wanted to get that going.
Whoa. Jumping the gun just a little bit. Mikey, are you hosting on Friday?
I believe so. I'm not sure what we're doing. I don't want to interrupt your flow, Coach. So I'll let you ask questions before I answer. Yes, I'm hosting on Friday.
Wow, now Soupy's catching more strays. All right, Soupy, my guy, I appreciate the enthusiasm. So let's start with you. Best bets, let's go.
I'm going to start on the ice. I'm giving you something a little juicy, I know, but I think this is a good one. Maple Leafs, Oilers, I think we're going to see a ton of goals. These are the two fastest, most dynamic offenses in the league. Both are scoring 3, but both are allowing 3 goals. They've had goalie problems all season, rotating different goalies. The Maple Leafs blue line is allowing 30 shots per game, so we're going to see a lot of scoring there. I gave you something juicy, so I will give you back something. Let's double our money. Blue Jackets on the money line. They have been incredible since they've changed coaches. They've scored 4 or more goals in 4 straight games. They're going against the Devils, a very good defense, but they can't score. Just averaging 2.5 goals per game. So I think that the Blue Jackets are going to outscore them. Give me them on the money line at plus 100.
Would you say maybe a team total might be in the works too?
I would even go both teams to score at least 2 goals on that one.
Okay,
that would be a good bet. And take the Blue Jackets on the money line.
Okay, fantastic. Are you good?
Yeah.
Okay, awesome. I didn't want to ruin your flow. All right, Raphael, my guy. Let's come up to you. What do you got today?
We're going one play, and it's coming out of the association. We're going to take OKC team total over 112.5. This is not about OKC's offense, who's leading the league in scoring at 120 points per game. We're just fading the Magic defense. Their last 4 road games, they have given up 119 points per game. And don't forget, OKC is also averaging 120 points per game at home. This number 6.5 will probably get bumped up to 7, 7.5. I think you see a lot of home points from the home team. Give me OKC team total over.
Yeah, they scored 121 in their last game against the Nuggets, where that total went to the over at 232. All right, let's stay in the NBA. Mikey P, Lady C in the chat said he can have the office. I'll take the living room. Why? The TV's bigger. Little flex over there in the Pendleton Palace. All right, my guy, 2 NBA plays. Let's go.
Size doesn't matter, but winning picks do. So I am going to go to this game, the Mavericks and Celtics. Cooper Flag over 30.5 points, rebounds, and assists. Something has to give for the Dallas Mavericks in this game, and that something is Cooper Flag. He will carry this team in a losing effort, I might add. And that's why I'm also going with the Celtics and Mavericks over 223.5.
Oh, I'm throwing a challenge flag. The Celtics are not an over team. So I'm throwing a challenge flag. If I win, if the under comes in, I'll give away a piece of merch tomorrow. If Mikey wins, do you like the challenge flag, Mikey? Clearly you don't.
I love it. I love it. I want all the smoke.
Wow. He wants all the smoke. All right. We're going to stay with that flow. I love throwing challenge flags. We're actually working on a graphic for that, too. I'm going to stay in the NBA. I'm going to go to Nuggets and Pistons. The Nuggets are an absolute over team when Jokic is playing. Jokic is now back. The Pistons, they're just happy to be home. They're happy to be in the friendly confines. So let's go over 228 there. Then in game number 2, the Sixers, they shot the lights out last night in L.A. in a win over the Clippers that the over also came in. I think they were close to 260. Last night, Raphael, wasn't it something like that, like 260, 262?
Yeah, the light bet was, yeah.
Yeah, so tonight we're only at 219 against Golden State. I'll take that all day, every day. All right, so we have a bunch of NBA. We got some hockey from Soupy, but I want to go to the college kids, those kids that have big dreams and horrible advice given to them. So, young Peyton, what do we got today?
First, we're taking the Indiana Hoosiers to make this one at USC come down to probably the last possession. I think they win this game, honestly, especially with how they played at Pauley Pavilion and beat UCLA in double overtime, even with Elijah Arenas, who has shown sports that he will have a very bright future. He's going to be a good player. I don't think USC is very good right now as a team. Give me Tucker DeVries and the Indiana Hoosiers at +1.5. I would take them to win, but I don't want to lose by one of those stupid college buzzer beaters that we see every day in college hoops. And give me the Nevada Wolfpack at plus money here. Head coach Steve Alford is doing a great job with these guys. They're 16-6 overall, 8-3 in conference. Elijah Price has been phenomenal, and Boise State doesn't have someone to go to down the stretch. I think this game comes down to the last possession tonight. Give me the Wolfpack to cover the 5.5. That's a big number.
Tonight's a busy night in college hoops. It's a busy night in the NBA. Semi-busy, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 games on the ice. So if you can't find something to watch and play tonight, then you're just simply not a sports fan. Mikey, I know you're all over the college along with Peyton. What games are you looking forward to tonight?
Unfortunately, Coach, there's only one game in my universe today. I have to work the Celtics game, so I will be just watching the Celtics and Mavericks.
Which means you have not looked at the schedule at all, because that is an answer of somebody who did not look at it. Soupy, what are you working on over there at Prize Picks? And if you tell me there's only one game in my universe, we're going to have a problem.
Of course, we're working on everything. That's the great thing about Prize Picks is, even if you don't necessarily want to concentrate on the Super Bowl, we still do NBA. We're starting to work on soccer. We've got tennis picks if you want those. And then next week, yes, we are starting on NFL draft stuff.
Oh, my God. Every time you talk about that stupid draft, you get this big old fat smile. And
I love the draft, dude.
Oh, my God. Favorite. Thank God somebody on the team does. Maybe you and Mikey can do it. That feels like something, Mikey, you would like.
Right.
Yeah. Raphael, do you like the draft?
I have to do betting prop bets, so I have to like the draft, but no, I don't like watching it, no.
Oh, my God. Peyton, are we the only cool kids in class today?
Yeah, I guess so. I guess the only people that like to watch sports.
Apparently so.
Yeah.
Apparently so. My goodness. All right, but that's okay. I think everybody had 2 except for Raphael. You had 1, which means carry the 2. We have 9 plays. So we need to go for an individual merch giveaway 7-2. I'm not going to let you guys off the hook. 7-2, and then on Friday. Can we please have a winning day? Please? And not have a Raphael middle. I can't have a -1.5 come in at 1. I can't do it. All right. We're just getting started here on Coaching Company. Still to come. In about 30 minutes, we got 2 big games in the NBA. We're looking at the Nuggets and the Pistons. We're looking at the Sixers and the Warriors. Also, we've got Super Bowl props. We've been doing it for over a week, having a ton of fun, but we're almost to the finish line. And then it's never too early. Every single Tuesday during the season, we look forward to the games. Now it's just the game. Seahawks and Pats. It feels like forever since they played a game. But we're just 5 days away. We'll look at the lines, and we're going to do it next. It's a Tuesday. Smile. You woke up this morning. This is Coaching Company live, as always, right here on the Stadium Network. Come on back.
My son did something that I didn't do. He made the Pro Bowl in his first year. I made it in my 3rd year. But he made it in his first year, so he got that over me right now.
How good does it feel for Shador to be able – it's kind of like an I told you so moment, because we all know that what happened during the draft was unjustified. Right. And then to come out swinging, as soon as he was able to get on that field, he showed them what he got.
Well, it's
and
more
now
like
to do Pro Bowl.
It's more like a not I told you so moment. It's more like a God is good moment. Like y'all don't understand like what I'm on. Like y'all don't understand who got my back. Y'all don't understand who riding with me. Y'all don't understand who's propelling me. That's what it is. And we like that.
And I love Jesus. Trust me, I love Jesus. But what are we talking about here? Roxy clearly has never watched a deer play one down in the NFL. By the way, I used to work with Roxy back in the day. But Mikey, let me come to you first. This is ridiculous that they're bragging about him getting into a game that's a flag football game. What are we doing?
Popularity contest, Coach. That's literally all it is. But don't worry, I have a surprise for the entire crew later in the show.
All right, Peyton, what do you make of Deion going? I didn't make it until my third year. He's got one on me. Really?
Yeah, he said he's got that up on me right now. No, he doesn't. No, he doesn't. I mean, let's be for real. What are we doing? Really? A flag football game? Come on.
Soupy?
It's only because 20 other quarterbacks said no.
Including Justin Fields. Raphael, your thoughts?
Sunday, I was looking for the results of the Pro Bowl, and I forgot they're playing it on Tuesday. I didn't even know it was a Tuesday event. Give me a break.
It's today?
It is. Trust me, I didn't know either until I found out yesterday.
I thought it was Sunday.
I did too.
This is so embarrassing. This is so embarrassing. This is so embarrassing. I don't know what's more embarrassing. The fact that we didn't know the day that it was played, the fact that it's now a flag football game, the fact that Tom Brady's going to make $75 million playing flag in Saudi Arabia, and these clowns are playing for, the sandwich they serve at halftime with the orange slices. What are we doing? Literally, what are we doing? All right, it's time for a little sound off from Media Night, and also we start to get into the early lines, because as you guys know, in the NFL, half a point, it all matters. We're back live. 5 seconds.
Is this a must-win game?
A must-win? Yeah, every time we go out is a must-win.
After you get your ring, is Cardi getting her ring?
This is what that did to me, right? I gotta get mine first.
What was your vertical, bro?
Oh,
I don't even remember.
you made it just for me. You did not make this.
We might be content creators, but we can jump.
Blackton, that's not meant for jumping.
Oh, come on, man. That's not bad, right?
Yeah, I don't know how to read that thing.
Are you planning to come back next year? No matter where the Super Bowl? No, to play in the NFL. And how many years do you think you're not back?
You know, I'm under contract. Your research.
But how long do you want to keep playing is my question.
Oh, that's your question. Honestly, I will ride it to the wheels.
How about that?
Superstitions are good luck charms. I try to keep my warm-up routine the same. I put my right shoe on before my left shoe, I put my left sock on before my right sock. Really, other than that, don't really listen to music in headphones. And other than that, you'll try to keep the little things the same, try to eat the same thing. I don't from there, just stay in the same place in the national anthem. So yeah, you got a lot of things I probably do, yeah.
Who's going to be the first person you call?
And I would probably call my grandfather, Jerry May. He's the man, he's a legend. Shout out G-Dad, G-Ma, I'll call you guys.
Which one of your teammates would you not allow to date your sister?
Let me think.
None of them.
Hopefully, Coach McDonald let me catch a glimpse of, his performance on Super Bowl Sunday.
Any songs you remember that you'd like to know?
See, and that's the thing. So, Bad Bunny, I don't know about how you name your songs, but they're kind of hard to, remember.
I can't say it. It's an old song, but it's PAW backwards.
What are we doing? What happened to Media Night? What happened to Chris Berman walking around and having some fun? Now we got content creators testing out their vert. Although I will say this, gentlemen, Raphael, one of the props that we talked about was, would Stephon Diggs propose to Cardi B after the game? He was asked that question, which means somebody clearly is watching Coaching Company that's in there asking questions. Is that not clear? Yes?
Perfectly clear, but he also said, I got to get mine first before she gets hers, so.
Yeah, he could be talking about a lot of things, not just the ring, if you know what I mean. If you know, you know. Oh, my God. What are we doing? It used to be so much fun. By the way, Chris Berman's office was right next to mine. Well, his office was next to my cubicle. And so he loved this night more than anything. And look what it's turned into. content creators, Twitch streamers. All right, gentlemen, it's that time. We have not even talked about the game. We've talked about props, but we haven't actually talked about the game. We're going to start right here, right now. So it's been kind of hovering. Raphael, I'm going to start with you because you're my numbers guy. It's been hovering around 4.5 or 5, depending on the book. What do you see as the number that's most popular right now? And the total's been sitting around 45, 45 and a half.
It's pretty weird. The total's been steady both places in both books and in the prediction markets. But in the prediction markets, New England money's coming in. The books are getting Seattle money. So it's very interesting to see what's going to happen towards the weekend. I think Seattle money will continue to come in on both sides. Right now, prediction markets have it pretty much solid 4.5. Most books now have it at -5. So make sure you shop around and get the best number that you want because you can get that number.
It's interesting. I feel like the line, Subi, I'm going to come down to you, is where it's at simply because they have a really good defense, and I don't feel like books or the predictive markets like to give too much to a second-year quarterback. But Sam Darnold's a guy that's very unproven in the playoffs and the Super Bowl as well.
I think he's starting to prove, though, that he is capable. I'm just nervous that can Sam Darnold be the ghost buster, or is he going to get ghosted? Because you remember, this was that Patriots defense where he said he saw ghosts. And the Patriots, they have been clobbering opposing quarterbacks in these playoffs. I think with Sam Darnold and his ability, he does turn the ball over. I think he's going to have problems with this defense throughout that game.
Speaking of hearing ghosts, young Peyton, let me come over to you. How would you rate Soupy's take right there?
A little wonky. I don't know. I'd go maybe 6 or 7.
Let's go. Let's go. No, seriously, what's your take on the game?
Sam Darnold, I don't know. I think the numbers where it's at, and it's kind of a big one just because of the way Sam Darnold proved himself offensively with Seattle. And Seattle, we all know, one of the best defenses or probably the best defense in football. Pats are another defense that's really darn good, but the way that Sam Darnold proved himself against the Rams, Stafford played a heck of a game the other week, and the fact that he was able to keep up with him without turning the ball over, which I totally thought he would. I was waiting for that Sam Darnold pick the entire game. It never came. What did come, though, were a couple more touchdown passes. So he really, really improved as the game went on. And I think that's what a lot of people were hoping that he would do. A lot of Seahawks fans were hoping he would do, and he definitely accomplished it. He's looking really good right now.
Yeah, he really is. And confidence is a crazy thing when you're playing NFL or really any A-list position in any sport. You got to have confidence in yourself. And right now, he looks like he does. He sounds like he does. Now, Mikey, let me come over to you because the start of that sound was one of the dumbest questions I've ever heard. Is this a must-win game? No. If we lose, we have plenty more coming this year. It's the Super Bowl, you idiot. Now, with that being said, who needs us one more, Mikey?
I think if you're looking at team-wise and quarterback-wise, Sam Darnold needs it a lot more because of everything we've all talked about so far, which is the ghost and his past and his journey to get to this point. I'm surprised Mike Vrabel didn't throw that reporter through a table, by the way. He gives off that kind of vibe. Listen, I'll say this, Coach. When you look at the two defenses for these teams, I would go as far as to say we could see 2 defense or special teams touchdowns scored in the Super Bowl on Sunday.
Say that again.
I believe we can see at least 2 defense or special teams touchdowns scored on Super Bowl Sunday.
Wow. Raphael, you're normally my defensive guy. Your take?
Yeah, those 2 are the most popular ones. Specialty touchdown is probably the biggest prop bet. And the thing that can maybe change this number for New England, one of the 2 biggest prop bets is Seattle Seahawks point spread -6.5 and Seattle Seahawks -7.5. And don't forget, everybody who's betting New England is betting the money line, not the plus the points.
Wait, so people are laddering it up, not from 4.5, but to 6.5 and 7.5?
Yep. With the 2 biggest prop bets for the Seattle Seahawks. You get plus, I think, 250 and I think 325 on both of them.
That's not bad, plus 325. If you think that 7.5 scares the hell out of me. That hook on 7 always scares me, but certainly in the Super Bowl. By the way, Subi, you are getting strays in the chat. Helen, or Cal. I think we're calling him Calvo. I think we're going to go with Calvo. Damn, Soupy. WTF. And then a bunch of laughing emojis. Oh, those are crying emojis. Okay, sorry. This is a very serious chat comment. Your take.
I bring everybody to tears, and that's what it's all about.
Soupy, when it comes to props, we're going to get into some fun props. But when it comes to player props, Drake May said that his shoulder is fine, that he should be healthy, good to go. Over there at Prize Picks, it's all about players and their projections. 2 to 6 players, if I'm not mistaken. Done my homework? 2 to 6? Yes.
Yep.
So are there any players that right now that you're kind of leaning into or that you're writing articles on?
I'm covering right now. I'm looking at Drake May. I like his rushing numbers. He says his shoulder is fine, but we'll see. He's been relying more on his legs the last couple games. He's reached 60 yards rushing over the last 2 games. Those are both season highs. That's where I'm looking. I don't think he's going to be throwing as much as he has in the previous games.
Raph, can you look up his rushing number real quick to see what it's at as I come over to Mikey? Because it does feel like with a lot of these quarterbacks, the farther we get into the playoffs, the more the coaches are saying, you know what? We are going to let our quarterback win the game for us. What did the Pats do on the last meaningful play of last week's game? They had a 3rd and long, and what happened? End around, and he outran the defensive guy, and they ended the game with kneel downs. Are you starting? What do you got, Raphael?
It's 37.5 right now. It opened at 30.5, and then yesterday when they announced his shoulder was okay, it actually moved 3.5 yards when he said his shoulder was fine after yesterday's interview.
Which is why we talk about games early. That's exactly the reason why. It goes up 7 yards. So, Mikey, let me come back to you. What do you think about leaning in to the rushing yards or anything that is controllable, I guess, by the quarterbacks or each coaching staff?
I'll say I'm going to stay away from Drake May's rushing prop. I might be the only one, but if you have a banged up shoulder at all, why risk it by running? If you take a hard hit and you're a running quarterback, that could mess up your shoulder even more. So I would actually look at tight end Hunter Henry for reception and receiving yards, because if you can get quick dump off passes to Hunter Henry, you keep that arm preserved for the rest of the game.
I like it a lot. Anybody like the total? Anybody attacking the total at all? Nobody. Not even thinking about it.
If I had to, I would lean towards the under. I love both these defenses right now. They've been able to pressure the quarterback on both sides of the ball. So I'm looking at, I seen 45.5. I would take the under right now. Last week, what was it? It was 10-7 in favor of the New England. And I think Seattle, if they need to get into a dogfight with their defense, they can do that too.
So here's the thing is I think I like the under when it comes to the first quarter. And Raph, you tell me what you think here, because there's so many factors that go into standing out there for the national anthem, America the Beautiful. It seems like to me most Super Bowls start really, really slow. You've got 2 or 3 punts in the first quarter because teams lose their sweat. They lose their swagger, and then they have to get it back going again. I think that's sometimes why the second, third, and fourth quarter are so high scoring, yes?
Yes, that's why first half under, second half over is really a popular bet in a Super Bowl. But this Super Bowl right here, 5 straight Super Bowls, the total has moved in the first 7 days. This one has not moved. Opened up at 45.5, and it's still at 45.5.
All right, very, very good. By the way, shout out to John Golden in the chat. He says, Coach, we got to get that shit talking seminar ASAP. Don't worry, Soupy, I'll send you a code. I got you. All right, so we talked the game, but we got to talk props. We've been having a blast, an absolute blast, because Raphael has put out over 3,700 props. We've already tackled the real serious ones like Stephon Diggs and Cardi B and the color of Gatorade. Is somebody going to throw a headset down? But now it's time to go head to head. Player on player. We're only halfway home. This is Coaching Company. Where else do you want to start your day? I'll tell you, nowhere but right here on the Stadium Network. Come on back. All right, this one's a funny one, sort of. Terry Rozier, who was part of the bunch of guys that got indicted on the point bet scandal, I guess you could call it. Mikey, he just won an arbitration hearing. He's going to be awarded $26.6 million for sitting out. And the reason is what?
Because in the NBA, you can only have money withheld from you for domestic violence or child abuse cases.
So you can bet the hell out of fading yourself, but apparently you still get paid for that. Raphael, your take.
I'm totally blown away. I mean, this rule is going to be changed probably during the summer, but when I read that, wow.
Wow, that's CBA right now. You got to pay that lawyer a lot, just like he's going to be paying his lawyers a lot. Soupy, your take.
I hope he savors that check, because that's probably going to be the last one he ever sees from the NBA.
Well, it's a nice one to get, though. Young Peyton.
They better change that rule pretty quick, because that's insane. If they don't change that, it's pretty easy to go out there and blow a few layups and throw the ball to the stands a few times. If you haven't seen it, go check out some of these Terry Rozier clips. They are incredible, really incredible.
I would love to see him not in a courtroom. I don't want to see anybody in a courtroom, but just explain away. No, my defense was just horrible. No, I always bounce it off my leg out of bounds. I mean, it happens to everybody, doesn't it? Yeah, I know I scored 38 the game before, but don't worry about it. 2 was all I could muster. I mean,
I always make that shot 9 times out of 10. Just not that time.
That's true. By the way, we have seen your jumper in the Hollywood Hills. Are you playing a lot of intramural ball over there?
Oh, I'm glad you asked. Just had an intramural game last night, prime time at 9:30. I dropped 30 points, but no overtime last night. How is there no overtime? We
Wait
tied.
a second. It was tied, and there's no overtime in intramurals?
No overtime. I was very upset. Not in the regular season, apparently.
I'd been like, kissing my sister, just yuck. Yuck. All right, we're back live in just 5 seconds. Okay, welcome back everybody. I am the coach. This is Coaching Company on the Stadium Network and everywhere the stadium lives. Amazon Prime Video, DirecTV, YouTube TV. Also, you can find us in so many other places. We don't care how you consume us. We just care that you consume us. Do not forget, later today, 2 to 4 Eastern Time, SiriusXM, Channel 156, Pro Wrestling Nation 24/7. I'll have all kinds of reaction to Monday Night Raw last night. And then if you miss any of the Coach and Bro Show, you can catch that on demand on our other YouTube page. While you're there, hit that subscribe button. It really helps the show grow. All right, I got to see my boys, because this is now day 7 of looking at all of the different props in this game. We literally, Raphael, could probably do 5 a day for the next 3 years and never do one twice, right?
That is true, because I have World Cup soccer matches with the Super Bowl, Kentucky Derby prop bets with the Super Bowl. We can talk about this all the way till May.
I was just talking about the actual props for the Super Bowl, to be honest with you. By the way, Mikey, in the first half of the show, you teased a little something for everybody. Do you want to pay that off now? Because I'm dying to know.
Yes, in honor of the 2025 Pro Bowl happening tonight, which we all knew about, Coach, I contacted the NFL League offices, and I would like to present something to you and the entire team here at Coaching Company. Producer man.
Oh, no.
We have all been named to the 2025 Pro Bowl. Move over Shedeur Sanders. Move over Justin Fields. We're all Pro Bowlers, baby.
Man, this is amazing. I don't even know what to say. I'll take it first, guys. It's just, I'd like to thank the Lord Jesus Christ. He's the one that gets me here. My teammates. I know I only played in 2 games this year, but those 37 passing yards, they were solid. I did have that touchdown late in the game in a 42-7 blowout, but I really feel like we've earned our spot. So I'd like to be the first one to say thank you to everybody else that decided not to show up. Soupy, would you like to say anything to the fans out there?
Yeah, I know I only played in 2 plays this year, but they were very memorable. I just stood there and did absolutely nothing. But to get this honor is incredible. Thank you to everybody.
Very much like you on the show, so that you're keeping up the same type of energy. Young Peyton, you clearly are our young star athlete that we go to in crunch time, and it's awesome that you made your first Pro Bowl even before you got out of college.
Yeah, but I didn't play that much this year, and by that much, I mean not at all. So I was kind of on the bench, handing waters out to a lot of the guys. So I'm glad they enjoyed the waters. In the second half, I switched to Gatorade. I think that might have been a big deal, and that's probably what it was that set it over and beyond and got me into the Pro Bowl. So just thank everybody.
Yeah, I think it was. And while you were getting the Gatorade, Raphael was over there trying to figure out the odds of what the Gatorade was in the thing. And that was solid for you too, Raphael. Congratulations.
Yeah, I don't care how I got here. I just won up my twin brother. Take that, Steve. I'm in the Pro Bowl. You're not.
Steve, take that, Steve. All right, gentlemen, we got some props. We're going head-to-heads today. We're going to piggyback, as we always do, Mikey, Raphael, Soupy, and then young Peyton. And we're going to start with the stars of this game. On one side, you have Jackson Smith-Njigba. On the other side, you have Stefon Diggs, who's been a media darling. Is he going to get engaged? We don't know. But he's got to perform first. He said, I got to get my first chip. So the number is 45.5. It is minus 110 on both sides. Mikey, where would you go here?
I have to lean Stefon Diggs simply because I feel like there's so much attention on JSN. If the Patriots are going to have any fighting chance in this game, we're going to have to see a different look for the Patriots offense, and that's going to be feeding Stefon Diggs. So I'm taking Diggs in this one.
I'm taking JSN. Did anybody watch him play his last time he was on the field? I'll take minus 45.5. I'll take 55.5. It's JSN and the Seahawks win.
Yeah, 100% taking JSN in this one, because if you concentrate him, there's another guy over there named Cooper Kupp who might have been a Super Bowl MVP. You got to handle him too. So I think JSN is going to get his numbers also.
Got to go JSN too. It seems like the more attention he has against the other team, the more yards he has receiving. It's ridiculous. How much attention can this guy attract on a defense and still go for 150 receiving yards? Got to go JSN here.
I'm very confused. Raphael, why is there a number on who we're betting on to have more yards?
What do you
I'm
mean?
a little confused on, like, the 45.5.
Well, yes. So if he has 145 yards and Stefon Diggs goes has 100, then you have Stefon Diggs that one.
Oh, you're saying Jackson Smith is so he's expected to have 45.5 more yards than Stefon Diggs. That's what we're saying.
Yes, correct.
Got it. Did anybody else get that?
Yeah,
I did.
That's why
I have the same question.
we went with Diggs.
Question. Okay, awesome. So we're saying if he gets 100 and Stefon only gets 53, we cash JSN.
Yep.
Got it. Okay, and I'm certain that's on everybody. I probably should have known that. So with that new news, wow, I got to go JSN too. I think he's going to have over 100 yards in this game. I think they're going to go to him early and often. So yeah, Stefon Diggs in that offense does not produce a lot, as much as you would think. So I'm going to go JSN as well. All right, with that knowledge, we go more rushing yards. Kenneth Walker, minus 51.5, so which means he has to have 52 or more yards than Travion Henderson. Mikey, where would you go?
I'm going Kenneth Walker here. I think he is going to be the key for the Seahawks on offense. I actually believe the Seahawks will rely on the running game more than Sam Darnold. Kenneth Walker's been a beast in these playoffs. Give me KW3.
I agree. Kenneth Walker minus 51.5 is the play because Travion Henderson will have rushing and receiving yards probably more than Kenneth Walker. Kenneth Walker will have all rushing yards.
Yeah, they've been relying on Kenneth Walker the last 2 games. He's had 19 carries in both of them. He's going to get that same type of volume. Henderson might have to play along with Stevenson. Henderson also is a receiving running back, so I'm going to take Kenneth Walker.
I just think 51.5 is crazy. It's way too much. I'm going to go with Trayvon to keep it within 51.5 from Kenneth Walker. I think Seattle uses Walker in more of a hit him in the flat and get him in the open space scenario rather than just handing him the ball. Yeah, Seattle's got a great run defense against Henderson, but both teams really have great run defenses. Give me Henderson to keep it within 51.5.
I agree with you, Peyton. I don't even know if he's going to get to 51.5. I mean, Travion could have 0 and still win this bet. Because I think the Patriots defense is a lot better than what people are giving them credit for. So I'm going to take Travion Henderson plus the 51.5. Now let's stay with that. And this one's kind of weird because Drake May has a better number than his running back. Think about that for a second. 34.5 is the number. Kenneth Walker against Drake May. He's been running a lot. Mikey, your take.
Right back to Kenneth Walker for me. I look at the Seahawks and Drake May's injury more than anything. I do not believe Drake May should be running the football. I'll say it now and I'll say it all week. Drake May should not run the football in the Super Bowl.
This one's interesting because what did we see in the Denver game in the snow? The last rushing game was him, was Drake May running to get that first down. I think money's going to come in on Drake May. Who cares about his shoulder surgery? We still have a week to rest up for that one. He's going to run the ball. I'll take the plus 34.5.
Mikey's saying that he shouldn't run the ball, but he has been running the ball. He has 60-plus rushing yards in his last 2 games. He is going to rely on his legs, not just because of the shoulder injury, but that's part of his game. So give me Drake May.
I'm going to take Drake May too. And he's got a week up for this shoulder injury leading up to it. He's got some time, but how about all the time he has after this game? But I think it's a must-win game, right? So plus 34.5, I'm definitely going to keep it within Drake May's range.
So I was kind of channeling my inner Peyton in his algebra class there at TCU, and I'm thinking, okay, if May gets to 30 and then you go times the 2, carry the 1, that would mean Kenneth Walker would need to get to 65 yards himself. And when you start to do the math like that, guys, and you really dig deep, you go down to a rabbit hole. When you come out, you're like, damn, this one's easy. Give me Drake May plus the 34.5. I think he can get to 50. This nonsense of him not running, Mikey, what are we talking? This is a Super Bowl. It's a Super Bowl. All hands on deck. All shoulders on deck. Last one. Who will be the first quarterback to throw a touchdown pass in the Super Bowl? Sam Darnold, minus 145. Drake May coming back at plus 125. Mikey, your take.
I'm going Drake May here with the plus money. I believe if the Patriots win the toss, Mike Vrabel is going to want to set the tone early. So I like the Patriots to get the ball first, go down and score first, and that'll be on a Drake May touchdown pass.
I love talking these prop plays because I can know which one, all 5 of you guys, who you guys like in the Super Bowl while we discuss these prop plays. But I also like Drake May at plus 125 because Kenneth Walker gets a rushing touchdown as the Seahawks go up 7-0 and the Patriots tie it with a touchdown pass.
Nope, I think it's going to be Sam Darnold. He wants to set the tone early. He wants to bring this sort of rejuvenation story to life. He is going to get that early touchdown pass and set the tone for the Seahawks.
I think this is a toss-up. It could go either way. I'm going to take Drake May with the plus money because Drake May in the red zone could definitely be one to go ahead and take it himself. Also, Seahawks in the red zone probably has more of a chance of Kenneth Walker to run it in than Drake May to run it in. I think I'll take May with the plus money to throw the touchdown pass.
I'm going to go on the other side. I'm going to take Sam Darnold. I think they're going to find JSN early and often. But I think they score early and set the tone, so I'll take Sam Darnold at minus 145. All right, I got a bonus one. For every teeter, there has to be a totter. For every positive, there has to be a negative. Who's going to be the first quarterback to throw an INT? 10 seconds for each person. Mikey, go.
Sam Darnold. It's what he does in big moments. Sam Darnold throws a pick.
Drake May throws a pick 6. That's right. We're going to get our first defensive touchdown early.
I think the young man's going to have the yips early. I'm going to take Drake May.
I think Drake May throws some really short passes. I don't think they're going to be deep enough for an interception. I'll take Sam Darnold to throw a pick.
You know what? I'm going to go. I'm having a vision. Tip pass over the middle, trying to hit a streaking JSN. I'm going to go Sam Darnold at minus 110 to throw the first interception. Raphael, is there a prop for a quarterback to throw none, or is it just because normally you can bet on that, like 0 or over a half?
Yeah, you could bet QBs to throw 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. I think it's all the way up to 5 interceptions, and you get different odds.
It's insane how many different bets you can make for the Super Bowl. Just absolutely insane. Literally thousands. It's crazy. Great work by you, Raphael, the last couple of weeks. Great work. Giving us a ton of content here at the brand. All right, coming up on the other side, it's time to take a look at 2 big games in the association tonight. We're going to go to the Motor City and also out to the area where the Super Bowl is taking place. And we should probably bet on how many celebrities will be at the Golden State game tonight because they're playing the Sixers. We'll talk about both games also. If you are not here at the top of the show, don't even worry about it. We got you covered. Our best bets, going to be a great day. We're going to give out merch. It's time to lock it in. This is Coach and Company, and we're live as always right here on Stadia. All right, gentlemen, as we head into our NBA segment, Mikey, I got to come over to you because the rumors out there with the trade deadline happening on Thursday is that Giannis is close, but another big one too, James Harden for Garland from Cleveland. I don't know which side of that I like, but are you surprised that as the Clippers are getting hot that they're going to deal James Harden?
Yeah, and you look at Kawhi Leonard's comments after the game last night. He just said, I trust the front office. Well, I'd be looking around going, what are we doing if I'm Kawhi Leonard? The kind of hang up there from what I read was that the Clippers wanted some draft pick value, a first-round pick. Cleveland not willing to give that. So to be interested to see where Harden lands.
Rafael.
Yeah, I think Harden's staying. I don't think they're going to get those first-round picks that the Clippers want. I think the Clippers are looking for the free agent class coming in the 2 to 3 years to build the Clippers back up again. I just don't think they're going to get those draft picks.
Subi, what do you think?
I think that Garland would be a great return. He's a great point guard, and he helped out during that Cleveland run last year. But he is an injury prone, so I just don't know if he would, especially with the chemistry that the Clippers have had recently. Why are you going to ruin that now when you are the hottest team in the NBA? I don't think this is a good move right now for the Clippers.
Well, and they saw a little bit of what they look like Peyton without him. He didn't play last night, and they got ran by the Sixers.
Yeah, he just doesn't – they don't really move the ball without him. They go to Kawhi on the wing, and they don't really have many other options. So it's kind of frustrating to watch the Clippers without James Harden. They definitely need him out there. It would be really brutal if they dealt him away. And the Cavs need Darius Garland more than anybody. They need their point guard back and get the ball out of Donovan Mitchell's hands and forcing him to bring it up because he gets tired doing that all game long.
Man, it's amazing. The Cavs are a legit team. Like, the Cavs could come out of the East. I think they're that good. By the way, we've got some nonsense going on in the chat. Big Cheesy, Coach, I got invited to the Super Bowl this year. No big deal. Well, I'm glad that invite came through because the one to my club certainly didn't. And then the other one, don't make me name drop. I'll wait. That's right. Because you don't know anybody, Big Cheesy. Come on. We're back live in 5 seconds. Let's go. All right. Apparently, the chat doesn't like James Harden too much. We're talking about that during the break. If you don't have Stadium or you don't watch on Stadium, you can always watch on YouTube. The chat's always popping, having a good time. Welcome back, everybody. We're going to lock in our best bets coming up in about 5 minutes. But this is the time of the show where we focus on two of the biggest games in the NBA when they warrant it. And, Mikey, I'm going to start with you because certainly tonight, 10 games on the docket. And if we go to the Motor City, this could be potentially an NBA Finals preview. The Nuggets and the Pistons. Now, the Nuggets just got ran by Oklahoma City in Denver, so the Thunder clearly are the best team, but this is going to be a great matchup. What do you make of this one tonight?
I absolutely love this matchup, especially with Jokic back on the court. I think we're going to see two of the NBA's best stars in Jokic and Cade Cunningham. I love points to be scored in this game. And one guy I really, really love every time the Nuggets have played over the past month, Peyton Watson. Take him for every single prop. His points and his three-pointers made. I like the Pistons in this one, and I like the over.
You have to be watching the Nuggets to know about Peyton Watson. But I watched the other night. This dude is a baller and an athlete to the T. From one Peyton to another. Your take?
Yeah, you could also know about him if you go top golfing at El Segundo. He hit next to me at the bay once, on the bay next to me. He's got a pretty terrible swing. Anyway, Detroit Pistons. I'm definitely all over these guys tonight. They just push the ball so quickly. They run really fast, get out and run up with defensive rebounds, and boom, they're taking off on the wings. Ron Holland's been awesome for them. I just think Detroit plays too fast for Jokic. I don't think Jokic can be able to keep up with them. We all know how great the Joker is, but I think he's more of a half-court guy, and the Pistons, I think, run all over this Nuggets team tonight.
Wow, Subi, what do you make of that take?
I agree with him, Peyton. The Pistons are a young, fast team, and they play good defense. I think, though, that the Nuggets will be able to get through that defense, and why I think it's going to be a higher scoring game. But in the Motor City, at home, I love this Pistons team to take it. I'll even take the -3.5.
Raphael, what about you?
It's not going to be 3.5 for long because I can see 4.5. Wouldn't even shock me if we see a 5 when it comes close to tipping. But if the Denver Nuggets do win this game, I think the Pistons will be buyers in 24 hours.
Wow, very interesting. They got to be all in. This is their year with this squad. All right, let's flip it over, Raphael. I'm going to stay with you because we're talking numbers. But there's always an NBA game in the city where the Super Bowl is midweek, and this is that game. So I fully expect a bunch of rappers, a bunch of artists, a bunch of actors, maybe even a bunch of NFL players that are in town for the Super Bowl as well. But will this number stay with Golden State at a 3.5-point favorite?
Right now, the prediction markets are telling me Sixers money is coming in because we don't know what the trade deadline is going to do with Golden State. Keep an eye out for a couple Golden State guys that could sit that might be traded tomorrow. That's going to be very interesting. I like feeling this spot.
Great advice, because teams, if you guys don't know, if they're going to trade a player, they don't want to risk an injury right before they deal him, so they sit his ass on the bench. Mikey, your take.
You know who might else be on the bench? Joel Embiid. I mean, it's just they just played, so I'm going to go with the Warriors in this one. I mean, I know there's no Steph Curry, but if you look at these two rosters kind of being torn down, I'm taking the Warriors.
The Sixers are a better team when Steph Curry's not on the floor. How are they getting 3.5? Peyton?
Even if Steph was playing, I'd take Embiid if he plays and Maxey. But you mentioned actors, Coach. Embiid's the best actor in the league. He acts like he's hurt every night. It's terrible. So you don't know if he's playing. I don't know. You have to wait within 15 minutes before tip-off with the 76ers. So you just have to wait. Even on a morning show like this, you literally have to wait 5 minutes before a tip-off. But Maxey had 29 points last night. I think maybe the Sixers come out of this one. I like where their number is.
Yeah, and he said he's motivated because he's an NBA All-Star starter. So this guy's playing at a all-time level. And Soupy, when you have this attention, and he's the type of player, Maxey, that when you get in front of all these other big athletes that will be at the game tonight, he's going to show out and show up. So I would also look at his total, which has been right around 29 or 30 all year.
I think he's going to be in control of this game. And that's what I loved about him this year and last year. Through all the injuries, through all the struggles, he has shined for this team. Him and Edgecombe are going to be an incredible backcourt for years to come. In this game particularly, I think we're going to see a lot of shooting. I'm maybe close to 200 shots between both teams. I'm definitely taking the over. I think the 76ers are a better team right now, so I'm going to take them to win.
Oh, I wonder who else has the over as one of his best bets tonight. Oh, very interesting. All right, it's that time of the show. I couldn't drop the mic, so I had to drop something. All right, it's that time of the show. If you weren't here at the top of the hour, don't even worry about it. We got 9 plays. We need to go 7-2 for a free merch giveaway. So it's time. Producer man, let's lock it in. All right, here we go. 10 seconds or less, just 1 or 2 nuggets. It's all that I need. Young Peyton, start us on the college hardwood.
Yeah, college hoops. I think both of these games go down to the last possession of the night. First, I think the Hoosiers win against USC. I don't think USC is very good this year. I'd take the Hoosiers at +1.5 and give me Nevada +5.5. The Wolfpack to keep this a close game. I think they could come out winning this game tonight as well.
All right, let's go to the ice. Soupy, what do you got?
I'm taking Maple Leafs, Oilers over 6.5. 2 very fast, dynamic offenses, 2 very bad defenses, allowing over 3 goals per game. Give me the Blue Jackets on the money line. They have scored 4 or more goals in 4 straight. And the Devils, great defense, but they cannot score. I think the Blue Jackets take this.
Oklahoma City is home tonight against O-Town. Raphael, what do you like?
We're going to OKC team total over 112.5. We're just fading the Magic defense, which are giving up 119 points per game in their last 4 games. But let me jump in this Indiana game really quick. Before the show started, 3 books had USC -1.5. Now they all have Indiana -1. So maybe Peyton does move numbers during the show.
There's no question that he does. Mikey P, you're up.
The best sporting event of the night is the Celtics and Mavericks. So give me Cooper Flag over 30.5 points, rebounds, and assists. And in that same game, the Celtics and Mavs over 223.5.
All right, and I see Big Cheesy trying to get under my skin again. He's pounding the Philadelphia Golden State under. We're going to the over, 219. It's going to be a shot fest, just like Soupy said it's going to be. At -110, doesn't even faze me because we're going to cash that. And right before it, we're going to cast the Nuggets and the Pistons over 228. When the Nuggets are at full strength, They score a lot of points. Jamal Murray, he's an all-star for the very first time, so he's also highly motivated because he knows a lot of people are going to be watching him and their team tonight in the Motor City. Rafael, as we wrap things up, make me and all of us a little bit smarter.
In honor of Mikey today, the Dallas Mavericks have covered the spread in 7 of their last 8 home games against Eastern Conference opponents.
So you have the over, though, Mikey, don't you?
Yes. Yes.
Celtics, Mavs?
Mm-hmm.
And what is the number in that game? Is it around 7, 7.5, 8?
6.
No. What's the real number?
6.5.
Is it for real?
Yes.
Yes.
I looked it up.
Stop it. You didn't look anything else up today. I know you didn't look up that number.
Yes, sir.
Are you talking back?
No, never.
Soupy, did he just talk back?
I think he was getting a little lippy with you.
A little, Peyton? Did I hear what I think I just heard?
I don't want to hear anybody who's ever getting a little lippy with anybody else. I don't like how that sounded.
I agree. I agree. Sort of, I guess. Yes. We've had some very, very, very questionable statements on the show as of late. Very questionable. Rafael, any last-minute work that you have to do, or are you good?
I am good for now. I'm taking a little breather before I tackle some more officiating prop bets today. That's on my agenda today. More officiating prop bets.
Let's do those tomorrow. All right. Producer man, you know what time it is. Give me that one shot. It's now time for all of you to go out into the world. Or if you're big cheesy, go to that skybox with a competitor. We'll say that. But understand this. There's only one thing left to do. And I believe you all know what that is. You've got your marching orders. Let's take all of these tickets straight to the pay window. For my entire team, love them all. Young Peyton, Soupy, Rafael, Mikey P, producer man behind the scenes, always making the show look like $1 million. I am the coach. We grind for you so we can win with you. It's truly what we're all about every single day. Let's be positive today. Let's lift each other up. This is Coaching Company live as always right here on Stadium. Have a great day.